Hi Deb, this is my entry into your contest for the Celebrate Vitamins, and I want to thank you for setting all that up because it's really an awesome contest, and everyone's always looking for good vitamins and such, so I appreciate that. So I'm going to do my do's and don'ts. I had gastric bypass surgery, so my do's and don'ts might be a little different than those people who've had lap band or realize band. So my number one do, get plenty of fluids. Fluids are essential to the functioning of your metabolism and to the functioning of your body. Without them, you're not going to metabolize properly, your body's going to retain water when it gets it, it's not going to release water because you're not getting enough water, so you'll never know what your true weight is unless you're getting those fluids in. So drink that water. Do plan ahead. Planning ahead is essential to my diet. I I don't know what I would do if I didn't plan ahead. It doesn't leave anything open for interpretation. I mean, I plan my meals the day before, so I know what I'm going to eat, and I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat, and I don't think about food that way, and I just have it, and that's what I eat, and then I know how many calories I'm getting and how much protein, so it's easier to track. And like I said, you don't change your plan, just stick to it, and you'll be successful. You'll be one day ahead of the game. So do reward yourself, and this has been a hard one for me after surgery because I used to reward myself with food, and I think a lot of people do. If I did good or had a bad day, I would eat ice cream or something of that sort. I would make it a point. I think now it's essential to find something that you can reward yourself with that isn't food related. Take a hot bath or buy yourself something nice. Not expensive because that could get really expensive over time, but buy yourself something nice. Get something you've been wanting, or save up for something you've been wanting. Every day you do something good. Give yourself $5, something like that. Find something to reward yourself with, something that's going to replace that addiction to food if you had one. Do listen to your body. Your body tells you things, and sometimes we don't listen to it, but listen to what your body's telling you. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling sick, if you're feeling nauseous, think about what could have caused that. What did you eat that day? Is it something that you've eaten before? Has it made you sick before? Did you get all your foods in that day? Did you get enough protein? If you're feeling tired, did you forget to take any of your pills? Did you take your B12? I think about that, and you'll find yourself being more successful, being able to tell what your body's telling you, and then you'll know what you need to do to get on track. Do get the most from your calories. It's essential when we have weight loss surgery you can't eat very much. You have to get the most out of your calories. What you can eat needs to be quality food that is going to benefit you in the long run and benefit you today. And when I say that, I mean proteins, and if you're at the point where you can have vegetables and such, do vegetables, apples, stuff like that. Things that are going to give you minerals and be a benefit to your body in the long run. And don't fill your pouch, your little pouch, or your stomach up with something that's completely useless. It's not going to benefit you at all. Those are my do's and my don'ts. Don't let yourself slip back into bad habits. One of mine is snacking, and it's a struggle every day to keep myself from doing that. I really have to tell myself to stop or to plan ahead really diligently, and it's hard, but the sooner you can get past your old habits, you'll develop new habits, and habits die hard. So if you can get past your old habits and develop new ones, it'll be harder to get back into old habits. So just do what you can to be successful in that way. If you see yourself slipping back into old habits, whatever yours might have been, nip it in the butt and just move forward. Don't take that one extra bite. I did this way too many times in the early days of my surgery. You will throw up if you take one extra bite, and it will be uncomfortable. If you don't throw up, it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt for a while, and you're going to feel sweaty and hot and like you're going to die. You're going to feel like you want to throw up but can't. Don't take the extra bite. If you think maybe you shouldn't take the extra bite, you shouldn't. That's just from my experience. It's just not worth it. You'll end up throwing up your whole meal and feeling like crap the rest of the night. Don't take your surgery for granted. Surgery is awesome. In the beginning, you lose weight like crazy. And you don't really have to do much except for follow your surgeon's recommendations and not eat all day long. Just eat your 3 square meals. You're going to lose weight like crazy. When you get further down the road, even 4, 5, 6 months, year, 2 years post-op, the surgery is a tool, but it doesn't do what it did in the beginning. You can eat a lot more. I can eat a lot more than I could in the beginning. So it's important not to take that for granted. Just see it as a tool. It's helping you develop new habits, and it's important that you develop those habits while you can, before you get to the point where you can slip back into your old habits. Don't test it. I say this because a lot of people after surgery, and we know as gastric bypass patients that we could be prone to sickness after consuming sugar. But not everybody is. Not everybody has dumping syndrome. Not everybody gets sick from sugar. Some people can eat exactly the way they could before, just less. I've just kind of set myself to the standard of no test. I'm not going to test it. I've never had dumping. I have never gotten sick off of small amounts of sugar, very moderate amounts of sugar. But I've also never gotten back into the habit of eating sugar on a daily basis. And the most I get in one day is like 10 grams. Don't test it. And part of the reason we're here is because, for me specifically, I used to eat that pint of ice cream with chocolate syrup on it at night when I got home from work. I had a sweet tooth. I don't want to develop that sweet tooth again. I don't want to test it. I don't want to know. I want to know that I can't have sugar anymore, and that's that. So that would be my advice. Don't test it. And lastly, don't forget where you've come from. As anybody who's had weight loss surgery, I'm sure you've all lost weight, and I'm sure you're all getting closer to your goals. Just don't forget that, because now that I'm 6 months post-op, I'm in a major stall right now. 3-week stall so far, maybe longer. And sometimes I forget that I've lost almost 100 pounds. Sometimes I forget that, and I do remind myself that I've come really far in the last 6 months. And the thing with all of you, you've come really far. And you've done a lot for yourself and for your body and for your health and your life and the people who love you. And don't forget that. Don't forget where you've come from and how far you've come as a person and as a person who's overweight. It's an incredible journey, and just remember that when you're feeling down and out. That's all I had, so I want to thank you again, Deb, for this really cool contest, and I guess I will probably see you guys later this week for my update. Talk to you later.